If you want to play as Leia on Star Wars Battlefront 2 in 2025, these are going to be the star cards I recommend. I'm just going to go through every single one and tell you guys which I think are the best ones for most of the modes. Obviously, true modes, it can differ based on how you want to play, but I'll just kind of go through what I recommend for basically everything it'll work. So the first card, Optimized Shield Deployment. Really, you don't need this because your shield already lasts longer than the cooldown, so unless the other team's just absolutely targeting your shield, there's no reason to ever use this. It's just not worth it at all. Especially for just a card slot, it's just ridiculous to ever think that. High Spirit, now this one's actually decent. I really don't think you absolutely need this. I know a lot of Leia players really don't use it. I think it's actually good though. I mean, any sort of regen in this game is already really good. So this is one, if you want to try it, I'd recommend it. It's not absolutely necessary. I'm kind of going to show you guys, like, there's 4 or 5 cards that are always really worth using on Leia. Fearless, this one doesn't actually work, so do not use it. The extra 1 meter radius doesn't actually do anything. So people use this all the time and it doesn't do anything, so just make sure you avoid it. Now, this is part of the reason Leia can actually be very good, even in HVV. In Trooper mode, she's good just because people sit in the back of the map, and obviously your gun's going to outgun anyone, but in HVV, this is what makes her super good. Obviously, she really doesn't have a way to defend herself besides grenades. That's kind of her weakness, but if she has teammates, his E11 ability is just ridiculous. So, going to give her 25% DR damage reduction. I mean, that's already a pretty good amount. So, obviously, I feel like this is a basically must have because she's going to have her E11 most of the game, so I would always recommend you guys use this one. Now stay together again if you're playing HVV. This is another one, and trooper modes is also pretty solid. I really don't think it's absolutely necessary, but 15 meters is a pretty big area. You gotta be within 2 friendly units, so if you guys are playing as a team, then this is good. If you're playing with randoms, I would stay away from it. It's really not going to help you because most of the time people split up and don't stay together. Or if you just try to follow your teammates the best you can, maybe you can use it. Again, it's a solid card. If you want to use it, I've used it plenty of Leia builds, but I think overall it's just not worth the 10%, even though it is a pretty big difference, 10%, but it's just too risky unless you're playing with a full team. Now this 1.5 second cooldown, not worth it either. It's 1 second and a half. I mean, it's not really going to save you, so don't bother. Laser Brain, this gives her alternate fire on her normal gun, a pretty good damage boost. Obviously if you're playing trooper modes, this is pretty nice, but no one likes camping Leia, so I don't think it's that good. Trooper modes, yeah, sure, I guess if you want to be like that. HVV, I don't think it's necessary at all, because L2, the alternate fire, takes way too long to kind of build it up to fire. Unless they're blocking, that goes through block, so I mean, at that point, your teammates should be taking care of them if they're weak, but if it already does a good amount of damage, so I don't think you need this one. Now, this is what makes Leia so annoying at times. A lot of Leia players, they'll just be like Han, where they just die, respawn, and every time they spawn and they're pulling out their gun with this card. I feel like this card should have been nerfed, at least somewhat, because the 55% is an insane difference. The gun lasts so much longer, and it's already got insanely high DPS, fast fire rate, so this is another must-have card. These 2 cards together, if you catch a Leia with their middle ability, especially if you're a Grievous or someone with bad stamina, it's pretty terrible to deal with. If you have any sort of help. She's by herself, it ain't that bad, because you can just deflect it indoor a lot of times, but if you got someone else attacking you, that's when it sucks. So really for Leia, these are probably the 3 I'd recommend the most. Just because the health regen, the middle ability, just boosting it to be ridiculous is always going to be nice on a Leia. But if you do want to use Stay Together or Laser Brain, those are solid. Shield durability, your shield's already pretty strong. I don't think you need this at all, even in trooper mode. So really, my best bet for you guys is to go with these 3. I think it's just going to make Leia tanky too, because she's going to last longer after she gets a kill. On top of the regular 100 regen per kill from killing a hero or 20 from killing a trooper. So overall, I think this is going to be the best cards for Leia. So yeah, hopefully this helps some of you guys out. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.